Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all fine. And today we are going to have a special segment and we are going to revise volume 1, all the map we are going to revise now today. I'm there for you to help you children. And here today I'm going to show you all the map that is printed in your textbook. We are going to discuss about the map questions, what will be asked, how to be placed, what is the exact location and how it should be marked and how well you can present your map. All these things will be dealt today. So I believe this session will help you. If at all so far you have not shown so much of interest in map, no problem. You have one more chance for you that you can cope up with this map and you will get 100% in the map skills. Is it clear for you? Shall we go to the map revision? Yes, we can. So for your convenience, I have the political division of India map as a first map, because let us understand. Once again, I'm revising you with you children. I'm going to just show you and explain you the locations. First, we need to understand the states and union territories of India. You know how many states are there and union territories. And for your kind notice, one more time we are going to revise it. So if at all you have any doubts, I think this session will rectify all the doubts that you have. So watch it carefully, listen it carefully. We have many states and we will start from the states which is the northmost part of our country. We will start with Jammu and Kashmir. So this end, the head portion, you can see this is a head portion is Jammu and Kashmir, and next down to that you have Himachal Pradesh, and here you can see this side towards your Himachal Pradesh you can see this China here, and down to Himachal Pradesh Punjab is there, and next down to Punjab you have Haryana. In Haryana, exactly this point, I think I have said you a small clue that you put one straight line like this, and from here you put a straight line and you will get that point. That point meets at New Delhi, and that is the New Delhi. New Delhi you can place it, that will come under, yes, union territories. Okay, so next followed by New Delhi, you have this side, you have Uttar Pradesh, and you have Rajasthan here, this side, Rajasthan, which is very near to the Pakistan. You can see this Gujarat. So these are the see, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir share the boundary of Pakistan. So it's very clear. Rajasthan, you have, you know, so many places in Rajasthan. We'll discuss it. And finally you have some borders that we share. Gujarat share with Pakistan, and Gujarat also have a beautiful coastal line. You can see this one. Yes, and in the center you have a Madhya Pradesh, yes. And towards your this side, Bihar. Next to Uttar Pradesh we have Bihar. When we are discussing about the sugar cane, we will discuss it more about Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. And you have a very small state near Nepal, and this is the Nepal children, and this is our neighboring country. And you should not have any doubts in the boundary of India and Nepal. This boundary is Nepal's boundary, and this is the boundary of India. So till this only you will get your map as a boundary outline. And you have Sikkim here, very small state. You can see Sikkim, a beautiful state. And next to Sikkim you have Bhutan. So Sikkim state is just beside two different countries, Tom. So not two different countries, three different countries: Nepal, Tibet, China, and here Bhutan. So Sikkim is a very small state, you can see that. And Bihar we have finished. And coming to the east side, you have all the 7 sister states. So let us start with Assam. Okay, very near to Sikkim, and you have this side, Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya. Okay, so all the 7 sister states, we know that is the northeastern states are located this side, and all are present here. And now we come to the east coastal state, it is very adjacent to West Bengal. I'm sorry, adjacent to the Bangladesh. You know why this West Bengal, although it is located in the east, it is called as the West Bengal. Why it is called as West Bengal means it is west side. This state is next west side present to Bangladesh, so it is called as a West Bengal. Okay, and Jharkhand you have next to Jharkhand you have Chhattisgarh. Recently it was divided, and you have a coastal state this side. Next to West Bengal you have Orissa, and here this side next to Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh you have this side, western side, you have Maharashtra, and in between you have the Andhra Pradesh. Recently it was divided into Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Telangana, see children, you are not going to see any coastal line. Only in Andhra Pradesh coastal line is seen. So this is the demarcation of Andhra Pradesh. You can see Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati, and Telangana, Hyderabad is a respective states. And you can see a Goa, it's a yet another union territory, and you can see this one, the entire state is called Karnataka, and you know very adjacent to Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu, you can see that we know Tamil Nadu. What are the, sometimes they may ask you like what are the states that share boundary with Tamil Nadu? You can see from the map, you can clearly understand it is Andhra Pradesh, North Andhra Pradesh, and northwest you can see Karnataka, in the west you can see Kerala, and we have 3 states which are surrounding Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu location you know very well children, and this is the exact location of Tamil Nadu. And we have 2 island. Already we have discussed. Now I am showing you this small dots towards your west side is called as a Lakshadweep Island, comes under India. And here in the east side, in the Bay of Bengal, you can see a beautiful point dot like structure. Those are called so many islands, and togetherly it is called Andaman Nicobar. And the northernmost islands are called as Andaman, and the southernmost you can see this one, southern part of the island is called as a Nicobar Island, and this is the capital of Andaman Nicobar. Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar. So far we have discussed about the India, states and union territories we have discussed, and now we will go to the next map. And here you can see beautifully, you can able to see the neighboring countries. So you can see here Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh. So Bangladesh, many of you most of the time are marking in Bangladesh children. Kindly note that that is not our country. If at all some questions I have corrected many times that you are marking the Sundarbans in Bangladesh. Of course there is Sundarbans in Bangladesh, but when we are asking to mark in India outline, you have to mark in India only and not in Bangladesh. So do not mark anything inside Bangladesh. Is that clear for you? Yes. Bhutan, Bangladesh, Nepal, China, Pakistan, and you can see this side, the western side you have the Arabian Sea, eastern side you have Bay of Bengal, and one beautiful line that is dividing the India into 2 half. You can see the Tropic of Cancer. So I am highlighting it. You can see that Tropic of Cancer. Yes. So you can just beautifully, you can, if Tropic of Cancer is asked, you can draw this line and write above on the line Tropic of Cancer. It is as simple as this. Okay, so we have seen the neighboring countries, and we are going to see now, next we are going to see, yes, so this is a very important. I think I will take more time with this physical division because we are going to explain, or we are going to understand all the 5 physiographic division of India. So let us explore the great mountains first. We know that it is Himalayas, and we are going to see now. I am going to just enlarge it, and I am going to show you right now for you, and you can see this one. So I am going to show you the Pamir knot, you can see, and that is called as a roof of world. So Pamir knot, so many are asking you. Yes, there is a small confusion between Pamir knot and Hindu Kush. They are just very near and very close by. You will be writing just one line, you draw and write down as Pamir North, that is the roof of the world we say. And slightly towards the west side, if you draw a slight inclination of a line is drawn, and you will be writing as a Hindu Kush. Have I made myself clear? And you have a Sulaiman range here this side. So in Pakistan, I think this question will not be asked because it is lying in Pakistan, so it will not be asked. But then you must know, children, Sulaiman range. And you have Kailash range, you can see here, almost lying in a Tibet, it is lying in Kailash range, you can see. And these are the outer ranges that is away from the boundary of India. So all these three things you are clear. So now you are clear with Pamir North, Hindu Kush, Sulaiman range and Kailash range. Is that clear, everybody? And now we are going to see the major Indian physical division, that is a great mountain, Himalayas. So we will see the range na in a continuous mountain, chain of mountain is called as a range. சரியா? Now we will see Karakoram range. Range னு கேட்டாங்கன்னா நீங்க ஒரு லைன் டிரா பண்ணி இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு stretch of line draw பண்ணி மேல range னு எழுதணும். Peak னு கேட்டாங்கன்னா you will be writing this small triangle at that particular place and located, and you will be writing above that or beside that the particular name of the peak. Is it clear, everybody? Karakoram range. So this is a very close range. You can see this one. I think I could enlarge it more. You can see this Karakoram range very close to this boundary here. So one stretch of line you draw, and above you write Karakoram range, and followed by the next you will be writing all these ranges are you can see in Jammu and Kashmir only. And you can draw one small line, Ladakh range you will be writing, and next line if you draw it is a Zaskar range, and finally and here one more line you draw and you will write as a Pir Panjal range. Okay, and next line is Shivalik range. Okay, and here you have some important peak, and which peak is very important is Mount K2. It's given like K2. It is present in the Karakoram range. It is the highest peak of India as well as the Karakoram range. So highest peak கேட்டாங்கன்னா இந்த இடத்துல, அதாவது exact you can see this one. So this place is where I am just showing my cursor. You place a small triangle, you draw small triangle and write K2. K2 க்கு இன்னொரு பேரு Mount Godwin Austen. I think I have made myself clear. So one more time, India's highest peak, if it is as, you can write K2. So you can mark this triangle and write K2. And if it is asked Mount Godwin Austen, the same place only, because it is otherwise called K2 or Mount Godwin Austen. I think I have made myself clear this side. So we will move to the next part. So here we have in the middle you have so many ranges as well as mountains, and we will be very particular about very important question only. So you can see here Mount Everest. Now we are going to see, now I am showing you the Sikkim, a small state. I have already just now I have said small state, and this is the entire Nepal. You can see Nepal and Tibet is there, and here you have one, I think you have to keep one index finger just adjacent to the Sikkim, and you can mark here this point as Mount Everest. I think I can underline that. No, it's not possible for me. Yes, so this point you keep one finger just beside Sikkim, and left to it you just put a point and mark it as Mount Everest, and that is the exact place. And Mount Everest, I am just showing the cursor here, it is the Mount Everest. I think I have made myself clear. So Kanchenjunga, you are going to place a small triangle, the peak in the Sikkim. And what else? Purvachal, here towards the east you can see the Purvachal. And so these are the more important ranges and peaks of Himalayas. Apart from that, you can see some very important peak other than that is Nanda Devi. You can see here in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, Shimla, you can see Mussoorie, you can see here Shimla, Mussoorie, and fine children. So These are the very important mountain peak as well as mountain range. And now we are going to see the next physiographic division, that is the North Great Plains, Northern Great Plains. So the plains நம்ம எப்படி divide பண்றோம்னா Rajasthan plain, okay, and you can see this one Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. You can see all these things will come under, all these states will come under Great Plains. And you can see the Great Indian Desert, Thar Desert அப்படினா இந்த இடத்துல எழுதிடுவீங்க, and you will write as a Great Indian Desert நாலும் அதுதான், Thar Desert நாலும் அதேதான், ரெண்டுத்தையும் கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணீங்க, ரெண்டுமே ஒண்ணுதான். You will be writing in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan you will be writing Great Indian Desert, Thar Desert. And you have a wonderful range. You can see this range, இந்த range இந்த கோடும் கொஞ்சம் parallel இருக்கு. You can see, can you imagine that parallel lines? So this is the range that is located in Rajasthan, Aravalli range. This is the one of the oldest range in India. Before Himalayas have formed, this Aravalli range was already formed. So it is one of the oldest Aravalli range, the oldest one. And you have a highest peak in the mount in this Aravalli range, and that is called as a you can see this one Guru Shikhar. Okay, you can see here it is placed here, Guru Shikhar, Mount Abu. We can mark it. These two places are very important. These are the two peaks. And coming to next, we have plateau regions. Okay, so far we have seen the plains, and now we will come to the plateau regions. So plateau region is divided into two based on this river. இந்த river தான் இந்த plateau region பிரிக்குது, ரெண்டா பிரிக்குது. இந்த river நர்மதாக்கு மேல இருக்க plateau region, what we call it as, we call it as a central highland, and towards the south this plateau region is called as a Deccan Plateau. All this triangular region is called as a Deccan Plateau, children. And here you have a Malwa Plateau. நல்ல ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, Malwa Plateau எங்க இருக்கு? Towards your next to your Madhya Pradesh. இந்த மத்திய பிரதேஷ் இந்த சென்டர்ல இந்த மால்வா பிளாட்டியூ இருக்கு. ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் புந்தேல்கண்ட் அண்ட் பகேல்கண்ட், and then finally you have Chota Nagpur Plateau. So 4 plateau regions in the central highland. Is it clear everybody? So this side you will towards your west side, இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு ரவுண்ட் போட்டு அதுக்குள்ள என்ன எழுதுவீங்க, மால்வா பிளாட்டியூ. இந்த இடத்துல ரவுண்ட் போட்டு என்ன எழுதுவீங்க, ஐ மீன் இந்த வெஸ்ட் பெங்கால், இந்த சத்தீஸ்கர் அந்த ஊரெல்லாம் வரும், அந்த ஊர்ல நீங்க என்ன எழுதுவீங்க, you will be writing as Chota Nagpur Plateau. Okay, yes. And then we have a Deccan Plateau. So if at all Deccan Plateau is asked, you will be writing the entire triangular region. This region is called as a Deccan Plateau region. And you have Eastern Ghats. So you can write the Eastern Ghats here, this side Eastern Ghats. or code podunga, and discontinuous konja code potingna, then you will be writing there as Eastern Ghats. And when you write the Western Ghats, you will write a stretch of mountains here from Maharashtra till Kanyakumari. You have a very continuous range of mountain, and that is called as a Western Ghats. So நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம் இப்போ, we have seen mountains, we have seen the plains, we have seen the plateau regions, and now we come to coastal region or coastal plains. So coast now I am showing this cursor, you can see this is the coast region, கரையோர பகுதிகள். So you can see this one coast, கடல் பக்கத்துல இருக்க land பக்கத்துல இருக்க region தான் நம்ம coast அப்படி நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். Is it clear now? So coastal region, let me first tell that two various coast present in the west side. So this west side. So you can see this Konkan coast. Konkan coast na Maharashtra, in the Maharashtra region la இந்த இடத்துல ஃபுல்லா வர்றது உங்களுக்கு Konkan coast. So you will be writing here Maharashtra, just Maharashtra state க்கு இந்த கடல் பக்கத்தை நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா Konkan coast. இங்க கர்நாடகா, Kerala full coast we call it as a Malabar coast. So this entire west coast is divided into northern part Konkan coast and southern part we call it as a Malabar coast. And similarly you can see this beautiful eastern coast. In the eastern coast நம்ம எப்படி கூப்பிடுவோம்னா, இந்த இடத்துல south, I mean the Tamil Nadu, Andhra coastal region is called as a Coromandel coast. Actually Coromandel na Cholamandalam, சோழர்கள் வாழ்ந்த இடம், அதுதான், அதனாலதான் அந்த பேரு சோழமண்டலம். நாளடைவுல என்ன ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா கோரமண்டல், கோஸ்டா மாறிச்சு. ஸோ ஆல்வேஸ் கோரமண்டல் அப்படின்னா தயவு செய்து இங்க மார்க் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஐ மீன் தமிழ்நாடு ஆந்திரால அந்த கோஸ்ட் மார்க் பண்ணிடுங்க. And above on the north part of the eastern side we have northern circus. So circus, northern circus, you can mark it here. Okay, and the most important highest peak in the eastern Ghats is Mahendragiri. That also you just don't forget it, children. Mahendragiri is here. You can just above the Vizag, Visakhapatnam, you just mark it here, Mahendragiri. And I think we have finished the coast plain also. And already we have discussed these are the islands belonging to Lakshadweep, and these are the islands belonging to Andaman and Nicobar. So you just have to remember this point, children. This is the southernmost point of India, and that is called as the Indra Point. Indra Point is a very important question. This point I am showing the cursor, and that is called as the Indra Point. And here you have a Kanyakumari, and this point is called as a Cape Comorin. Is it clear? And this point between India and Sri Lanka is Palk Strait. Okay, the sea between India that connects India and Sri Lanka is Palk Strait. And now we are going to see the Gulf region. Gulf அப்படினா மூணு பக்கம் land, ஒரு பக்கம் தண்ணி. Okay, shallow region of Gulf. You can see now this one, you can see this side land and this side land, and this side Sri Lanka, you have land, and in the center one side surrounded by water is called as a Gulf, and you can see Gulf of Mannar. Okay, you can see Gulf of Mannar na நீங்க இந்த இடத்துல மார்க் பண்ணிடுவீங்க Gulf of Mannar. So you can write Palk Strait, you know Palk Strait, and you know Gulf of Mannar also. And now one more I'm sorry, many Gulf is there. Now you can see Kutch. I mean, you can see இது பாருங்க, நல்லா பாருங்க, வாய் மாதிரி அப்படியே இருக்கு பாருங்க, நல்லா பாத்துக்கோ. இது வாய், இது கழுத்து, ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. Okay, this is your mouth and this is your neck. So neck region la இருக்கிறது Gulf of Khambat, and this mouth region you call it as a Gulf of Kutch. So Gulf, you can see this side, three sides land and one side water. You can see this side land, this side land, and this side also land and one side water, Gulf of Kutch. This one and this one looks like a neck. So this அப்படிதான் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, இது ஒரு மாதிரி mouth மாதிரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. You can just remember this as neck. I am showing the cursor, all of you just listen it and watch it carefully. And this is this point, inga oru chinna oru arrow potu eludunga Gulf of Khambat, you will write. Is it clear for you? Yes, I think almost all the physiographic divisions are very important questions. I think I have discussed. We will move to the next question. Okay, 98. Yes, now Indian river பார்த்தலாமா, குயிக்கா பார்த்தலாம். So you know that Indus Jammu and Kashmirல மேல ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல ஒரு லைன் போட்டீங்கன்னா அது Indus. Okay, and Ganga is a very important. Ganga அப்படியே உத்தரப்பிரதேஷ்ல அப்படியே ஒரு அழகான ஒரு கோடு போட்டீங்கன்னா உத்தரப்பிரதேஷ், this is Uttar Pradesh, isn't it? So Ganga and Yamuna is contributing its water to it's coming and joining the big river Ganga Yamunaவை கீழே போட்டுருங்க. and இந்த இடத்துல Ganga region you can mark it. And this is a very beautiful river coming from the Nepal, Tibet. You can see this river I am marking as this is the Sangpo river, and the river the Sangpo, when it enters the gorge of Arunachal Pradesh, it enters, and we give a different name. That name is called as a Brahmaputra. So Brahmaputra, you are seeing this Brahmaputra. I think you can highlight it. Yes, you can highlight this Ganga. எல்லாமே highlight out. Yes, you can see this one Indus, அதை மட்டும் highlight பண்றேன். You can see now. Okay, and these are the important rivers. And Luni river, you know Luni river is the only river flowing in Rajasthan, so that is a very important river. And now we have different two types of rivers. One is east flowing river and another one is west flowing river. So west flowing rivers, only these are the four west flowing rivers. Already it is a theory question. And you can see Sabarmati, okay, Mahi, Narmada, Tapti. I don't know. Yes, it's not highlighting, children. Okay, just leave it off. Narmada, Tapti. Yes. Sabarmati, Mahi, Narmada, Tapti. These are the four. In the Alaga, Yenga mark than Paranga, Kunchalaita. Already I have discussed this is a mouth, and now we are seeing the neck region of this side, Gujarat. So Sabarmati, followed by Mahi and now Narmada River and Tapti River. All these four rivers just enters into Arabian Sea. And apart from these river, almost all rivers are the rivers that is finally draining in Bay of Bengal. You can see here Hooghly River is a very important river, children. Okay, Hooghly River here I cannot able to highlight it. Hooghly River na நீங்க இந்த இடத்துல எழுதுங்க. இந்த இடத்துல தான் வந்து எல்லா ரிவரும் ஜாயின் ஆகி டெல்டா region is formed, and ensure that this region is Bangladesh. Don't write anything in Bangladesh. Most of them are writing in Bangladesh. Children, this is very important. You should be very clear about the demarcation of our boundary and Bangladesh boundary. Hooghly River is here, and you have a Mahanadi River is a wonderful river here flowing here this side. Godavari River. So அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டே வந்தீங்கன்னா you can see Orissa Mahanadi River. Okay. Andhra Pradesh, I mean Telangana, Andhra Pradesh Godavari River, and exactly Andhra Pradesh Krishna, and you can see Kaveri in Tamil Nadu. எங்க மார்க் பண்ணோம் காவேரி எங்க மார்க் பண்ணோம்னு பாருங்க. இது பாரு ஒரு மூக்கு மாதிரி வருது பாரு. இந்த மூக்குக்கு கொஞ்சம் நடுவுல இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க you just draw one line and you will write as a Kaveri. And you have Vaigai River. Vaigai River நீ அழகா நீ மதுரையில இருந்து மார்க் பண்ணி அப்படியே கொண்டு வந்துடலாம். That you can do it. And now we will see some important lake. Okay. Sambar Salt Lake. You can see Sambar Salt Lake. Okay, see in Rajasthan, and in Odisha you can mark the Chilka Lake. This is ரொம்ப important, Chilka Lake. And you can see in Andhra Pradesh you can see Kolleri Lake. இதெல்லாம் இந்த லேக் எல்லாம் பாருங்க. you can see lagoon here. இந்த லேக் வந்து ஒரு lagoon மாதிரி. It's a backwater lagoon. You can see big area of lake is there. And you have a Pulicat Lake here, and this is the demarcation between Andhra and Tamil Nadu. So இது சென்ட்ரல்ல இருக்கு, ஆந்திராக்கும் தமிழ்நாடுக்கும் இது சென்ட்ரல்ல இருக்கு Pulicat Lake. நீங்க மேப்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு பெண்ட் மாதிரி இருக்கும். அந்த இடத்துல நீங்க Pulicat Lake மார்க் பண்ணிடுங்க. And here you have a Vembanad Lake. It's the largest lagoon. Okay, so in Kerala near Thiruvananthapuram you can just mark Vembanad Lake. It's the largest lagoon. Yes. So all these are the important lakes and rivers. Now we'll go to the next question. Next question 106. Yes, so far we have dealt the first lesson only. Now quickly, we have no time. I think most of the time we were discussing about the first chapter only, and now quickly we will just go to the second chapter. Second chapter only beautifully we have only two markings, children. One is the direction of southwest monsoon, the other one is direction of northeast monsoon. You know that this four cardinal direction, all of you will know that this is the north, top is north, and south is side, east and west. You know the cardinal direction. Yes, and now this is how you will mark the direction of southwest monsoon. So Indian Ocean la dhaan originate agudhu. So it has two branches. One is Arabian Sea branch, இன்னொன்னு Bay of Bengal branch. So இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க arrow போட்டீங்கன்னா arrow எழுதிட்டு direction of southwest monsoon போட்டீங்கன்னா முடிஞ்சிடுச்சு. You be very clear. You draw only the Arabian Sea branch, but don't draw Bay of Bengal branch, because something other things you will be writing here. One or two or three arrows that is coming towards the central India from Arabian Sea branches enough for writing the direction of southwest monsoon. Similarly, and 1 or 4 arrow marks representing this direction, that is from the land to the sea, it is entering and it is retreating. This southwest monsoon, it just goes and hits the Himalayas, shed all their water, and then it takes a diversion and comes into the Bay of Bengal, and that is what we call it as a retreating monsoon, or you call it as a northeast monsoon. The directions, you can see this direction, I am showing the cursor, you can see that. Yes, so you can mark 1 or 3 arrow and right above that direction of northeast monsoon. இது நார்த்லயும் ஈஸ்ட்டுக்கும் நடுவுல வரதுனால இது நார்த் ஈஸ்ட் மான்சூன். இதே மாதிரி இது எங்க இருந்து வருது, சவுத்துக்கும் வெஸ்ட்டுக்கும், இது சவுத் இது வெஸ்ட்டுக்கு நடுவுல வர arrow you can represent as this one you can represent as southwest monsoon, and this one you can represent as northeast monsoon. So these are the 2 important directions of southwest monsoon and direction of northeast monsoon. Okay, we will go to the next one, 107. So here evergreen forest, you can see evergreen forest without any doubts. You can mark it in Kerala, this side you can mark it green color. Okay, coastal forest, you can see this blue color, and you can see this one blue color title. Inga kuda nama Tamil Nadu kuda Pondicherry Pichavaram coastal region, you have a coastal forest you can have. And tropical dry forest, inge fullave vella color la irukku, fullave dry tropical dry forest. And desert forest, it's given in red color. You can clearly you can see this one. See children, I think in this print all the pictures are very clearly given, the colors are given very clearly, but in your textbook I think there is a small correction in the color change, so you would stick to this one. I'm just showing the desert forest. Desert, always we know that that comes under Rajasthan. Yes, and clearly we know that tidal forest. So tidal forest, so these are the tidal forest, you can see this tidal coast. Okay, coastal region, tidal forest. And next eastern Himalayan forest, eastern Himalayan forest. So Himalayan forest eastern side, east பக்கம் அப்படி கேட்டிருந்தாங்கன்னா நீங்க இந்த இடத்துல மார்க் பண்ணிடுங்க. இது எல்லாமே ஈஸ்ட் ஹிமாலயாஸ், அருணாச்சல் பிரதேஷ், இதெல்லாம் see, yeah, you can see this very well. And next is western Himalayan forest. West Himalayan forest, you can see this one, this color, this violet color, west Himalayan forest you can see. And next is alpine forest. Alpine forest இன்னும் ஜாஸ்தி உயரமா இருக்கும், அது brown colorல இங்க கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So you can just see, mark it in Jammu and Kashmir. And finally the last one, cold desert forest, blue colorல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. ஃபுல்லாவே பனி, ஃபுல்லாவே snow, ஃபுல்லாவே ice தான் இருக்கும். So cold desert forest. So these are the natural vegetations of India. So once again we'll recap. So blue color, this one, this region, you can write a Himalayan forest எழுதலாம், இல்ல forest cover, you can write cold forest. And next is western forest, and next you have desert forest, and white color is dry forest. And you can see here eastern Himalayas, and you can see this one, this blue color, it's a coastal forest, and this color is a tidal forest. And here you have a tropical evergreen forest. So these are the forests, or these are the natural vegetation seen in India. Now we are going to see the next one, 119, I'm sorry, 110. You have some wildlife reserve in India. So very important wildlife only I'm going to tell you, not all. I want you to note down Gir forest. In the Gir forest highlight ஆக மாட்டேங்குது, I am sorry. Gir forest, இந்த இது ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. It's a wildlife reserve, this Gir wildlife reserve in India. You can see this one, and it's a national park, Gir National Park. Kaziranga, இது ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Manas, இது ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Kaziranga, Manas and Gir, these are the very important out of all this. And Corbett National Park, this is also very important. So Corbett National Park, நல்லா பார்த்துக்கோங்க. You can see this one. Yes, Corbett National Park, Gir National Park, Kaziranga National Park, Manas National Park, and what else? And you can see. Okay, so these are the very important Gindi, Vedanangal, Puliket. I think you can mark that. And yes, so these are the very important national parks. You remember that these four are very important: Kaziranga, Manas, Corbett, and Gir.